This podcast is best heard with headphones.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the season finale of the Talk of the House.
Nom 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 nom.
Holy shit, what's that? You sound like a minion for a second. How do you guys feel about this being our last
I'm
episode?
depressed. I can't believe it's our last episode, man. We've come a long way.
Yeah, we were listening back to the old episodes and oh
Yeah.
my god, they were shit back then. The content was fine, but the quality.
Yeah, some of them are.
Holy shit! I mean, right now it's not the best.
Yeah,
also,
it's
but-
not perfect now, but it's
But
still a lot better.
It's a lot better than it was, especially the second episode.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How about you, Mashita? Moon? How do you feel?
A little bit sad, cause I'm sorry, I'm eating. Can you see my hot dog? It's my hot dog.
Show them also.
My hot dog.
Alright.
I'm actually a bit sad lah, cause after this, all of us are going to go for our intern. We won't do any podcast just yet, and all. So, yeah.
She's busy eating, guys.
Yeah.
She's
priority.
If you guys have not seen yet, or not noticed that, Mashita isn't here. She unfortunately has a infection, which caused her to not be able to come to the final episode of the house of one, the Talk of the House. Excuse me? What? Stop laughing at me. Yeah, she's not able to come by to the podcast today, especially for the season finale. But that's okay as long as she's healthy. I mean she's not healthy now, but as long as she gets better, it's cool.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. I mean, yeah, she'll still be here for the season 2 of the Talk of the House. What? She'll be back for season 2 of the Talk of the House, but for the season finale, she's not here, unfortunately. So, anyways,
Your favorite.
what?
English?
English? English, please.
I'm sad
Yeah. Ooh.
because my best friend is not here.
Nice.
Again. Twice.
We're not best friends.
Oh.
I'm joking. I mean, okay.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay, let's talk back to the past episodes that we have. Ashraf, what's your most favorite episode or topic so far in the Talk of the House?
Honestly, the first one I probably liked the most. It was the relationship and career as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that one
dear.
the most. Although, of course, the quality there wasn't as great as like now. As
Yeah.
perfect as it is now. But I think like we had a lot to talk about then. And that's when we really understood each other and started like opening up to each other. And it felt like a really special moment. It was also our first experiment and first try at doing something. And when we actually discovered that we had like a passion in this podcasting business. And yeah, it opened up new options for us. So I think it's really special to me.
Oh.
Thank you.
So let's turn that around. What's your least favorite episode?
Experiment. I think that one doesn't have to be said. It's probably the third one we did.
Social media and bullying.
Yes. The experimental one we did over this Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, that turned out quite.
I mean, the topic was good.
Yeah, the topic
but
was
just
fine.
the audio quality was.
Yeah.
God damn.
To be honest, the way we structured that episode was quite messy.
Yeah, it was very messy.
We didn't know where we were at, where we were at at every moment of that episode.
Yeah.
So like,
it was so haphazard and like even setting up the whole episode took a while and like
yeah,
there were a lot of quirks and shit. Stuff.
it's a confusing episode
Yeah.
for us, but we came back to our usual setup.
Yep,
Yeah.
our usual comfortable setup.
But we came back with a blast as we came with a new microphone.
I wonder if you guys.
Product placement. New Year Eve.
Sponsor us. So, what about you, Moon?
My favorite episode?
Yeah.
Actually, I also like the first one.
Nice.
But the one that made an impact was actually probably yeah, actually it's the first one. Not okay. I was thinking of the episode 8, I think.
Which was?
Is that discrimination and hate speech? Right?
Or is it LGBT?
Oh, I was thinking about LGBT instead. Because
Ah.
for that, for me, who has like really the least knowledge of LGBT, because I love every single one. I don't care whether you're gay, lesbian, or anything. So like to me, like, oh, there's a lot of things going on. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, my least favorite was what Asyraf said lah.
The third episode.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, the third
everyone
episode.
can agree on that.
Yeah, it's just
Unfortunately, our guest came during the worst episode of the season.
I feel bad.
sorry.
To be honest. But you know what, it's fine. He had his points, whatever. I guess mine, for me, episode 1 is us. It's our first time, like, officially as a podcast team.
Yeah.
But I guess what my favorite is would have to be the second episode, where we had Josh and Marcus. The audio quality was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put it out there. The audio quality was
The
terrible.
reverb on that one.
Yeah, the reverb. Holy moly shit.
Wowza.
It was terrible, but we all had fun.
Yeah, that one content-wise was probably like
Yeah.
a fun episode lah. I think.
It was a very long episode, so
Yeah.
it went beyond 1 hour. Because we had a lot of people to talk to.
We had like 2 guests that day. Wow.
2 extra people like joining our
Yeah.
podcast, and it was fun. We had like, I don't know, we got to know more of each other, and we just had fun in that episode. And it was if you guys don't remember, it's regrets and morality.
Ooh.
The topic was also quite
Yes, the
which
train
makes-
question
yeah.
and all that.
yeah. Oh, remember that?
I don't even remember it. What the heck?
the trolley thing.
Yeah, the trolley problem, whatever.
Like the trolley splits into 2 tracks, then
You killed 3 people or one person?
Oh,
Yeah, that
who
kind of
asked
thing.
that question?
Him, of course.
You?
Yeah.
I was thinking of Josh.
Josh had the capability to
But
ask that, but he never asked. I asked. Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess my least favorite was, I want to say episode 3, but then you two say episode 3.
Yeah.
It is my least favorite, but again, I guess the second least favorite would have to be. I'll have to say New Year resolutions. Episode
I see.
4, because it's just one topic, and yeah, from a distance it seems like a big topic, but it's really not. It's just us talking about how our year had been, or what we expect in the future, that kind of things. It was kind of like, the audio quality was fine, but content-wise was meh, you know.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
meh.
And we're
It
talking
was-
about New Year's traditions, just
Yeah,
a weird
which-
thing.
It went on for like 15 minutes, and we
Yeah.
didn't know what else to talk about. Didn't know what other questions. The reason why every episode, except for that episode, has 2 topics, like 2 major topics, because we can have more to talk about in one episode. So you don't drag out one topic like for too long, you know what I mean? And make it stale or boring. Because imagine for 1 hour you listen to just one topic, like New Year's resolutions, it gets boring and it gets very stale. So I guess that's why that's my least favorite episode. So yeah.
I can see that lah.
Mashita, oh wait, she's not here.
What's your favorite?
I think my favorite is the end episode. Yeah, we have no idea what Mashita's favorite episode is. Unfortunately, she's not here. I think she's sleeping at home, but you know what? Whatever.
Must be fun.
Yeah. I guess next question would be like would you guys want to come back for season 2? For like an extra 10 episodes.
Just kidding. Of course we would. I mean, I feel like we did a really fun thing here, and it would be nice to like approach more topics and all that. But also, besides just talk at the house, I think it'd be interesting if we like branch off.
Yeah.
And do more exciting things.
We have plans
Yes,
for the
stay tuned.
not just the podcast but the whole channel that we're in. We have so many shows planned for you guys, especially Moon's travel vlog to Indonesia for 3 months.
Hey, why are you telling everyone?
I didn't see
Spoiler
where,
alert.
right?
You
I
did.
I just did. But I didn't tell why you go into Indonesia, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone who
God damn it.
actually listened to our podcast the past few episodes, I'm pretty sure they know where I'm going and why I'm going there
Oh
for.
well.
Alright. Okay, if you guys don't know, Moon is going to Indonesia for internship, and she's gonna be vlogging there for 3 months, and we have
5 months.
for 5 months. Okay, my bad.
Oh.
So, upside is more content.
Yeah.
While on the other hand, me and Asyraf will do our own show. I'm not going to say anything. Okay, since I told everyone about what Moon is doing, we are going to start a review show, and
Yeah, the name is still tentative. We have no idea, but
we have no idea what to name it. We have like
some ideas.
ideas on what episodes would be like, but for now it's just a plan, an idea for now. Just like Moon's plan is already set into stone. She's gonna vlog. She's gonna edit, right?
Edit, yeah, edit.
And she's gonna post it by herself.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the house of one.
In the house of one. Yeah, I don't know what Mashita will be doing. Like
Let's just hope she doesn't do cooking videos.
She might do like mukbang. now.
mukbang.
Her
Like
With
chicken
what
videos.
microphone?
I don't know. She'll just take your recipe then.
No. Imagine she takes her own microphone. She puts it right in her mouth like. Yeah. What's the question again? But yeah,
what's this about?
would you like to come back for season 2?
Yeah,
House.
obviously.
Why?
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
What do you have
No.
against us?
I mean, it's fun. It's fun, but it's just that we need. This first season is just like an experimental season for us.
Yeah.
Like where we should improve on how we're gonna improve on it, and season 2, that's where we improve on those things that needs to be improved on and make a better.
Yes. This will be a
Content
completely
lah.
different show. We're all professional.
No, I mean like make it like more
Professional.
not okay, yeah, somewhat professional but still fun.
Yeah.
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 But it's-
So-
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure for the next during my intern, I'm probably gonna think of topics and how are we gonna go by with the podcast.
Yeah.
And then I will probably discuss with Mr. Syazwan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If you guys don't know, the past season of the Talk of the House, right? The topics, I just thought of it. Like, I just think of a topic and just told them what we're gonna talk about, and they just go with it. But for season 2, we're gonna have a discussion on what topics we're gonna have for each episode, and what we're gonna do for each episode. So that way we have a structure, we have a plan, so that we know what to do lah. So we do. Whoa,
Sorry.
whoa.
That's rude.
Moon's weekly burp over there. Burp of the house.
Burp of the house?
That should be your show. It's just you burping like. But yeah, season 2. I've got plans for season 2 actually. We're actually going to. We're not going to come back to a classroom.
Oh, we're
We're
not?
hopefully going to go to a recording studio for once and
Yeah.
record our podcast there, so that we don't have any external like noises or
Or
disturbances.
people knocking on the door and whatnot.
And security guard said, "I'm a discipline master," That kind of it happens.
What?
Yeah, it happens. So yeah, I do have plans for season 2 of Talk of the House, and we are going to talk about this after, I think maybe after this podcast maybe or something, I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of shit for the House of One and the Hot Talk of the House. So yeah, I guess for me, I would like to come back to season 2 of Talk of the
Obviously.
House. Obviously.
Why
I think the 4 of us
Yes.
wants to. But the thing is, right, after season 1 of Talk of the House, it kickstarts the House of One, you know. It
Yeah.
starts it's the start, how does it's the starting
Point lah.
point of the House of One.
We're gonna do so much more
Yeah.
content and all that.
And
It's
soon
not just
weekly
podcasts.
there's not just gonna be podcasts, it's gonna be other shows as well. Especially doing intern maybe. Moon. But yeah, we have some shows planned for you guys. We probably gonna have more in the future, but for now, podcast.
Wow. What a surprise.
So let's actually talk about our topic for today.
Oh, there's a topic for today?
Yeah,
Oh.
one topic that I would like to talk about. Did you even catch my face?
Cut your face exactly like that.
Alright, okay? I'm gonna ask you, Asyraf. Well, I'm gonna ask Moon first. Sorry, Asyraf.
Okay.
What is the most nostalgic moment of your life? Like, not nostalgic moment, like, what is the one moment of your life that you feel most nostalgic about? Like, you miss the most in your life?
What? Miss the most?
Like, you treasure or something. You feel nostalgic, like, oh, I want.
That back?
Yeah.
Nothing, to be very honest.
Wow!
Wow.
Because
Life is too good for
no, it's not being too good. It's like, to me, like, to accept things. Like, okay, when you're younger, right, that's where, like, when you're a kid, you don't care who your friends are, whether they're Indian, they're Chinese, they're Filipino, everything, they are your friends. You treat them as your best friends. But as you start growing up, that's where you know how to filter out your friends. You know how to be responsible, you know, like, and all that, and all the decision makings that you do. That's where you have to know that your decisions, you can either regret it or really accept it. So to me, like, whatever decisions I made back then, they are all really, like, there are some regrets, but I accept it in the end. So that's why there's no point of life that I actually want to get it back, because that's where, like, it's already in the past. How am I going to get it
I
back?
see.
Yeah, that's me lah. So I think for my future, and I don't want to, like, how do I say, like,
dwell on the past.
yeah, dwell on the past. Yeah. So that's me.
Very mature.
That's
Wow.
well said. Oh my god.
Very good. Very
thanks.
good.
Like, I guess for us, there's something.
Yeah, definitely.
really? Yeah.
I would say there's some point I'd like to go back to. You know, like,
Yeah.
for me personally, I would say it's secondary school. Although I didn't exactly enjoy secondary school, and I always skipped classes, but like,
Wow.
there were.
I mean, you kind of still.
Yeah, I still did. That's when it all started, okay?
Alright.
And yeah, back then, like, especially in lower secondary, in like Sec 1, Secondary 2, those were the days, man. It's like so chill. I can just chill out every day. Every day felt like I was just having fun. Even when I go home and I'll just play games and all that. And I don't feel like I'm becoming an adult, you know? Now I'm feeling like, oh no, I'm gonna start working soon, and now I won't have time for anything ever. My social life will die if it's not already dead. And I won't have time for games and all that. But back in secondary school, everything was so calm, and like I miss that lah. Even in primary school, I would say, you know, like where you're just surrounded by friends, or and you're just chilling every day. But you know, we have to grow up, I guess.
Yeah.
And can't always be nostalgic forever. Oh well.
I think that's the natural thing for us when we grow up, because like when you study in school, you still have time after school, you know.
True.
But when
yeah.
you work, especially during office hours, you work from like, let's say 8 to 6 or 8 to 7, you just want to go home and sleep.
Yeah.
And if that's the case every day, it's like you have no life, you know.
But that depends though, like, if the work that you do is something you like or you
Yeah,
don't.
it's true.
I suppose so.
I mean, yeah, if it's something you don't like, then it's really kind of sucky thing to it.
If I end up working as a tech support, then maybe it'll be difficult lah.
And then tech support.
Wow.
Okay, sorry, we're back. Like I said, we had
Some interruptions.
keep
We
getting
always get
disturbances.
interruptions.
Yeah, what were we at just now?
I don't know. We
Right,
were talking about our nostalgic moments.
nostalgic
Like,
moments.
how,
Oh my
as
God.
we're growing up, we'll.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I guess when you're in a job that you don't like, it feels like you have no life because like you go to work, you isolate yourself from people, you go back home, you're tired, you just take a shower and you just lie down on your bed and fall asleep. It's
you
kind of
wake
like
up and you repeat that cycle over and over.
yeah, it's just
Uh,
wow, and then you just start to feel nostalgic for the past and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I guess for me, the moment that I feel most nostalgic for is, yeah, I think it'll be secondary school also.
secondary school.
That's so cute.
For me, I can't say primary school because primary school everyone has had a good time. You know.
Yeah, primary school was.
You did, right?
I did. Primary school was way too absent-minded for me. Like I hardly remember anything that happened in primary school, so I can't really say that I'm nostalgic about it. But like secondary school, that one very clear, and I really miss those days. Those are the
Yeah,
good days.
that's true. It for me for my lower secondary secondary school years, it was I don't know because we're just starting out, we're making friends. It was easier, you know. It was like one of those light years. And then when you get to sec 3 or sec 4 or sec 5, things get tougher for you academically and
Yeah.
socially also, and it's like it weighs. It's like it's tough, you know. It's a really challenging thing to do, especially when you're still. I mean, by the time we're all still like children, and some people are still immature. Yeah. It's what happened in my later secondary school years actually scarred me for IT, and because I retained in secondary school, and my friends, or most of them, kind of abandoned me. So because of that, I got this abandonment issues, you know. Why?
There was a noise. But
A noise. My camera. Oh no.
Ooh. We shall take a break. But no. Yeah, let's talk about secondary school days. Yeah, I agree with that lah. Like secondary school days were very chill. So he was talking about retaining, and I actually feel like I had a lot of friends that were retainees, but I personally feel like the people that retain are always the cool ones. You know?
Are you sure?
Like that one is the
Are
cool.
you sure?
Okay, that one is very marit, like this guy.
Yeah,
But-
okay, yeah, that one's true. That
Yeah,
one's true.
but they're normally very chill people that will like lighten up the class a lot. I always like the retainers. Come on, bruh. Okay.
Okay. I hate you. What do you mean retainers? You say like it's such a bad thing, you know.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess my nostalgic moments would be lower secondary school years. Yeah. That's it. That's the end of the podcast. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Okay, moving on. What's your least nostalgic moment?
Least?
Yeah, let's say. What is something you just want like?
My life right now. That would be the least nostalgic, I guess.
You're depressing. I'm joking. Like what was one moment in your life that you would never like not never you would like happily trade away or something?
Happily
Like
trade
it's that bad. It's that bad that you just don't want to remember it or acknowledge it. You know what I mean?
My childhood.
Oh my god! Aren't you sheltered?
No, I mean I was, but I did a lot of weird things in my childhood.
Like what?
Like before primary school, I did a lot of stuff like throwing my cat out my window.
I
would-
mean, it's a normal thing as a kid.
Yeah, but
Oh
Wait,
my god.
it's like horrifying.
Throw a cat out of the window.
I did.
Like
Is it not normal?
what level were you at?
4 lah.
You say with such
Hey,
it's a high up, eh?
He jumps off himself, no problem. What's the point? It doesn't change much if
But
I
he
throw
threw
him
it
out.
off the freaking window.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember how like my arms were scarred with like scratches, and then my parents came home and where's the cat? And I just hit my hands behind me. I don't know.
Probably down there, right?
He just jumped down himself. They were like,
You didn't know?
no. No, of course I knew. I did it, right?
No, do they know?
Oh, they knew lah, of course.
Oh, oh my
Oh, I
god.
thought they didn't know until now, and I'm like,
No lah. We ended up finding my cat down there, of course. And there are other weird things like eating bars of soap, like, and weird stuff that I did as a kid lah. And honestly, even as in kindergarten, they were like, I had a lot of trouble socially. I had one friend, one guy that I always talked to, and then in the end, he lied. He lied and told the teacher that I copy his work. And then after that, I don't want to. After that, I very merajuk. I don't want to come to school anymore because I was punished. Yes, because I was punished for cheating, for copying his work, even though I didn't. And since I was falsely accused, I prevented myself from coming to school from that day forward.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I wouldn't want to go back to that time because I was so weird back then.
You're still now. You're
I
still
am
weird
still
now, but
weird
you're
now.
weird good. You
Yes,
know,
thank you, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Trying to, make you feel better. How about you, Moon? What is something you never go back to? Like a moment in your life.
this one's a bit personal though, cause like, for me, I really don't. I just want to throw it. Okay, this memory that I have, it's regarding my family, which I hate so much.
Oof.
That memory, cause like, I mean everything's like better now, but it's still the same. So back then it was worse. Like, it was chaotic for me. So I really don't want that back. It's I would probably just, if I was an adult back then, I would totally leave the house. I wouldn't go back to it and probably live my life. Yeah, but everything changed. Everything became better a bit.
I see.
I mean, it has been going on for quite a number of years, so yeah.
Oh,
That took a dark turn.
took a very dark turn.
Yeah, I mean, okay, for me, my escape from whatever I have back home is actually my school, my friends. That's my escape. That's why I don't see anything that nostalgic or least nostalgic about my friends. It's more of like my family itself. Yeah, that's the part where I really want to leave. That's why I can't wait to grow up, to be very honest. I just can't wait to start working and survive on my own and like do all the adult things with someone lah. Like,
Yeah.
I want to make it better for myself, not just for my whole family. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted independence. I think that would be
Yeah,
cool. like,
freedom is
growing
like
up,
the best.
You?
Me? You think I'm capable of that? How dare you?
I mean, you're capable, but just not now. Alright, I guess mine would have to be meeting you. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Yes, of course. That's your most nostalgic moment, right?
No.
Why would it be?
Why would that
least?
be nostalgic?
No.
Stop complimenting us.
I don't know what's happening, guys. Can you see my confusion right now?
Aren't you always confused? Like,
Every episode.
yeah, you're always confused every episode.
I'm not confused every episode.
Sure about that?
Yes.
What about Okay, my least nostalgic, something that I would not go back to, would have to be IT. I mean, IT is fine,
Oh.
but
ITE.
what is
I heard ID. I'm like, huh?
what the fuck is ID? What the
Why?
Yeah, my NRIC, Okay. IT was education-wise, it was fine, but my mentality wasn't really there for IT. I was talking about this just now until we got interrupted by my camera. I had abandonment issues, and my whole 2 years of IT was me being paranoid and just overreacting, getting anxiety attacks. But now I'm fine. I got through it. I got through those 2 years. But those 2 years psychologically for me was the worst 2 years of my life, because I was in I was at rock bottom, failing O levels, feeling like having abandonment issues. I was literally rock bottom. I was like not good at all, even though I still go to school with a smile on my face. It was just constantly fake smiles. But I have no idea what helped me get through that. Like legit, I just studied and graduated, and I got better. So I guess time. So time.
Well,
Yes,
Great.
that's the answer.
Time heals all wounds.
Time healed my.
Sometimes.
Yeah, time heals sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes I say time too much. But
Time.
sometimes time will pretty much like like when you have so much time yourself, especially when you have like this. When you're paranoid and you keep worrying, you think a lot of stuff. You think of the worst case scenarios, and then with that time, you just keep thinking. You're just pushing yourself back into that deep hole of shit, of despair and depression. But time is too good. Time really helped me. I just got through it. I mean, I still had friends who helped me through it, but eventually it was time that helped me.
It slowly pulled you out
Yeah,
of that
slowly
hole.
put me up. And meeting you guys also,
Aw,
it helped me.
thank you.
Yeah. So that is one moment of my life that I would never go back to. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not saying that IT is bad, but
it's just the time where you really.
It's just your
felt-
situation.
yeah, my
right?
situation. I mean, if I was happy or whatever, if I was in a good mental state, I would actually go back there, and just have a good time, have a good 2 years. But me in that state, during that time, it was just terrible for me. So yeah, moving on from this topic, since this is the last episode of the Talk of the House. I mean, for this season. Oh my God, I can't speak. Holy shit, I keep stuttering. Let's play a game.
What game are we gonna play?
Game? Yeah, let's play a
Wow.
game. What game?
Oh, wow.
Alex.
Strong.
Oh my God. I'm sure you guys have heard of the game Would You Rather.
Hey.
What's that? I've never heard of that.
So,
Please describe it for our viewers.
you don't know, don't you know the game?
Ah,
Okay, so pretty much I will ask you a question with two scenarios. So you pretty much have to choose one that's one that fits you or something, one that you want. So for example, let's say, would you rather be an A student or F student? Of course, I won't be an A student, right? So
oh, yes.
but some people make questions that are embarrassing, uncomfortable, difficult, challenging, and just straight out too much. Sometimes.
And those are the best questions, of course.
Yeah, he's actually right because it makes you think,
It's the most interesting ones.
Naughty
I'm
Asyraf.
sorry.
I'm pretty sure he goes on Reddit and
Looking for would you rather
would you rather
questions.
sexual questions
Yes.
Oh my
Lewd
god. Why?
Alright, let's start off slow. Or
Alright.
slow? Start off low. Or lighthearted, I don't know, whatever. Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your future, or 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself?
For me, it would be anyone but myself.
Why?
Because I believe that ignorance is bliss.
Oh my god.
But I would like to know about how other people, I get to stalk other people, So that sounds kind of interesting.
Stalk other people.
Yeah.
So you want to see other
anyone, right?
people's future just to stalk them?
Yeah, 10 minutes into their future. lah.
Oh my
But
god.
but I could prevent some things. A lot can happen in 10 minutes, Someone could get hit by a car in 10 minutes and I could actually save lives with that ability I see. Right?
I think it's just you.
Okay.
But it's 10 minutes into the future though.
Yeah.
It's just 10 minutes.
Yeah, but
You're always at home. How are you gonna help anybody else?
I can see if my mother falls down in the kitchen in 10 minutes and I can save her.
I think it probably takes you 10 minutes to run to the kitchen.
My house isn't that big. It's not a mansion.
I feel like Moon is still thinking of what to choose.
No, I
Very
wouldn't choose like other people's future. I would choose my own future.
Why?
Because
Self-obsessed.
it's not being self-obsessed. It's like okay. For example, you're doing this thing, right? Okay, wait, let me think that. Like, okay, you're out with your friends, right? And then you can see your future. Your future is together with your friends. So you can see the future of you and your friends together. So like anything can happen in that 10 minutes while you yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
hard question.
No, it's like
I kind of get you, yeah.
you get it. Like if you're out with your friends, you can see your own future. You're actually looking at other people's future also.
Because
If
they're
you're
there
out-
with you
Yeah,
lah.
they're with you. But if you're thinking of like how do I say? If you just read other people's future, it's a bit weird. It's like you're invading their space. That's to me.
Exactly.
No, what?
Oh my
No, I
god.
don't want to do that. So I rather have like my own, like read my own future.
Okay, yeah.
I never thought of it that way. it's invading someone else's privacy. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like you're invading people's privacy.
It's like, what if like in 10 minutes in the future you're like seeing your friend's future lah.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes from then she's actually showering. So you're actually watching someone showering in your hair like, oh my god.
I don't have control over this power.
No,
It's just, oh my
this
god.
is
I mean, I shall
invasion of privacy. God damn it.
I think you shouldn't come back for that.
Go season 2, guys.
I think for me, I would not want to look at my own future because I want to be a surprise. I just it's the thing is if you look into your own future, right, and you have a chance to change it, but then I don't want to do that because I want it to be a surprise, and like it feels like cheating to me.
Yeah. What if you ruin a surprise that way, right?
Let's say if I go home and I see like 10 minutes in the future, I see someone else, like people surprise, like
a birthday party or
yeah,
something.
birthday party. This kind of, but that's not the case lah.
Yeah.
That's not the reason why. But let's say like in 10 minutes in the future, if I'm gonna die, I think I'm just gonna go and die because like I'm not a religious type of guy, but I still believe like there's a reason to everything. So if like somebody passes away, it sucks, but it's the way of life, You can't change reality, and it shouldn't be that case lah. But maybe that's why I chose to look at other people's future instead of mine. I mean, I also don't want to be invasive for their privacy, but
Okay.
I also don't want to look at my own future, So yeah, that's my choice.
See.
It's not because I want to invade someone else's privacy, Josh.
Come on, bro.
Jeez.
Why is Josh here?
I was gonna say gosh. I didn't know. Okay, let's go a little bit darker.
Why are we going a bit darker?
Because we are dark.
I'm pretty dark, I would say. I don't know if there's any more than this, but okay. Let's go.
I've seen darker. Okay. Would you rather accidentally be responsible for the death of a child, or accidentally be responsible for the deaths of 3 adults? So it's either accidentally be responsible for the death of a child or deaths of 3 adults. Which would you choose? Asyraf, you first.
It'll be a child lah for me.
Oh my god. He says with such ease.
Will, can you repeat the question again?
You want to kill a child or you want to kill 3 adults?
Yeah.
Kill.
Not kill lah, but
Like
you
be
know.
responsible for their
Yeah.
deaths lah. A child or 3 adults?
Okay, let me. talk
Okay,
about
you,
it first.
yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I would say I would go for a child because I feel like I value lives more for the lives rather than their age or something. A lot of people think that like children haven't lived their life, so it's not fair and all that. But to me, I just see it as like, wow, that adult just wasted 20 years of his life just to die. Like he got out of school and studied, and they just died like that. Like that's sad. So I would value the adult life more. And that's 3 adults versus like 1 child. Like, I would pick that 1 child. To be honest.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, but
I think mine is darker.
okay.
You know why?
Why?
I'd rather be responsible for the 3 adults.
I see.
I don't know why, but in my head, I'd rather kill that 3 adults than the child. You know why? It just felt like I'm
Because you're a
playing
murderer.
zombie.
Oh.
Like I'm
zombie.
playing Resident Evil, I'm killing 3 adult zombies.
Versus like 1 child zombie.
I mean, in Resident Evil, there's like not really a small little child, but
If you think, wouldn't the child zombie be scarier than like an adult zombie? Because like you see a child as like an innocent being. What did I say?
Being.
Like an innocent child, and then the next thing you know, it becomes a zombie. It's eating your
It's like
flesh. Like, holy
fast,
shit!
moving alien
Yeah.
coming for you.
What?
no, but it makes me think of Resident Evil. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm thinking of 2 scenarios right now. I don't know why. Oh my god, I have like this murderous feeling right now. I'm like, okay,
Ted Bundy
Like
for
that.
me.
it's either Resident Evil or I'm just evil. Like I really want to kill those 3 people.
For fun, right?
Yeah, for fun.
For fun,
Yeah.
just for fun, you know.
I understand.
I don't know, but not a child, man. A child has a bright future. Not the child. The child has a brighter future than the adults. The adults are just working, that's all.
Yeah.
Your dogs have already
Boring life.
chosen their lives.
Yeah, they have chosen their lives.
Yeah, why not just kill them?
They probably don't mind lah, I think.
Unless they're happy with their lives. no.
Maybe lah.
But fuck them, I'll just kill them. Why not?
Yes, that's in my head actually.
Actually, for me, I would be responsible for the deaths of the adults, the 3 adults, because the impact of killing a child or be responsible for his or her death is so much heavier than when you're responsible for the death of 3 adults.
Yeah.
It's the way we grew up and learn in our society. Children's lives are worth more than the older people, you know, because they have a bright future. Children are our future generation. They are the ones who are shaping the world, and not the old people who keep saying you cannot be gay. You know, it's your children's time to shine, and it's kind of like that mentality that makes it so much impactful.
Yeah, I can see
when you responsible for the death of a child.
that child can grow up to be the prime minister or something
Yeah.
and like change the world.
And then killing a 3 adults, it's still impactful. It's still like heavy, but then it's not as heavy as killing a child, you know. But yeah, so I'd rather kill it.
3.
I always say
adults.
kill it, but it's responsible for
Responsible for 3.
the death of 3 adults. Yeah,
3 adults.
You guys are murderers.
Yeah, I like it.
it makes sense, right?
It makes sense, and I like it actually.
It's
I'm actually planning someone's death right now.
holy
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
kidding. I mean, the thought of it is nice, but I wouldn't do
Thought of
it.
it's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
The more
Can
you know.
agree.
The more you know, Munirah, the more fucked up she becomes.
No.
Okay, actually I want to ask you questions to Asyraf.
Oh Lord.
Would you rather your shirts be always 2 sizes too big or 1 size too small?
2 sizes too big, like easily. Like tight shirts look weird, especially on fat people. But like if your shirt's bigger, it's just slightly bigger than you, and it's so loose and loose clothing is always more comfortable.
Yeah,
like
yeah, I agree with that.
it feels shook to just be in there. Definitely a bigger shirt lah.
Bigger shirt.
Yeah, bigger shirt.
For me, yeah, bigger shirt also.
Bigger shirt.
Because you go around seeing guys and girls like wearing tight clothings and like or tapered pants. It's so they look good. It looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's like so it's tight. I mean, imagine you're wearing a tight pants like for guys, and the pants is squeezing your balls.
Oh
It's
Lord.
uncomfortable. I mean, I'm sorry for making.
No. I can actually imagine. I'm like,
And
here.
I don't know for the woman, but imagine wearing a tight V-neck shirt or whatever shirt, and then you're just constricting your whole body and like
Yeah, it's actually I don't like tight shirts.
it's more comfortable with loose shirt. Right?
Yeah, loose shirts are the best.
Yeah, back then I always buy like a size that exactly fits me. But nowadays I just buy 1 or 2 sizes
That's bigger, right? Yeah, it's so much easier.
It's easier. You don't have to like wear it first to check if it fits. Just buy an XXL. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And hey, like I would buy tight if I had the muscles for it. Like, oof.
I mean,
But
you
that feels very uncomfortable. Even
Yeah,
if you
that's
have
true.
muscles,
Yeah.
right? Like those great
The
biceps
bulging
and all.
Yeah.
ones, oof.
And then I look at them wearing like
It looks like the
tight-
shirt is gonna pop out.
Yeah, and I'm like, why?
Wow.
I've seen actually like middle-aged men with like beer bellies and all shit, and they wear tight shirts, and then like
Oh.
it's small to the fact that half of their belly is like protruding out of the
Oh
shit.
my
Like,
gosh.
holy
Oh
moly,
my.
that's something I want to see in an MRT train. Yeah. How about you, Moon? I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Too big.
bigger is better, man. Not small. Small is.
Doesn't apply to everything. Not.
It's okay.
What are you talking about? No, we're talking about shirts. Do not go anywhere
Okay,
else.
but
We're talking about shirts, okay? Yeah, like bigger shirt sizes are better. Like this jacket is actually bigger than what I wear, so it feels nicer.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see the
the
loose like
Yeah.
I think back when I was in Korea, before I went to Korea, we bought the winter jackets, right? My family they wore like ones that like tight, not winter jackets. I'm sorry, it's the one of those like clothes that help make you warm, like keep you warm.
No, that kind of yeah.
What was it called again?
It's called thermal something.
Or thermal clothes or whatever.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And even for my size, like for my exact size, it's so tight.
Oh.
I'm like, it's constricting every fat in my body. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, they all buy like, my whole family, they bought ones that are exactly their size and it's also tight. I'm like, how the hell do they manage to do that? Like, it's so, I could barely fit in my 2 sizes bigger thermal
Wow.
clothing. It's that constricting. I think it's just me, but for me, thermal clothing is always so tight. Maybe it's supposed to be.
Yeah, maybe it's
I think
supposed to
that's
be
part
like
inside.
keep you warm.
Yeah,
or
keep the
something.
fats in, like. But it's always so tight, so I just bought like 2 or 3 sizes bigger.
3 sizes bigger. Wow.
Because when it's looser, it's better lah. And then
Somewhere in this kind of weather, like if you wear tights, it's really disgusting to be very
Yeah.
honest. Like you walk 5 minutes, you start to sweat already. So there's no point of wearing tights.
when you said that, I think I was I'm
I
sorry.
can agree. I can imagine that you can't even see my shirt if I wore like a tight shirt.
What?
It was like so tight and sweaty, like.
That's
see the shirt
crazy
anymore
with
lah.
you.
I
Yeah.
understood that.
I mean, it depends on the color that you're
I
wearing.
guess.
Not everything blends in with you, Asyraf.
Oh, well.
Okay, what is would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people?
Easy.
Moon, you go first. Keep having check the camera.
I mean, for me, no, I do not want both. I am the kind of person, but which one I would rather? To be very honest, alone. If I'm surrounded with annoying people, right, that's the part where I'm like, I'm gonna lose my mind.
You're gonna suffer every day.
Every single day of my life, like every 5 minutes, I'm gonna get like, calm down. They're just very annoying.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to go through that
Yeah.
slow death. So I'd rather be alone. I mean, being alone, you can do anything you want, you know? You be alone, more freedom. You don't have anyone to take care of it anyway, so...
But it's just alone for the rest of your life, no?
Oh, I don't mind that.
Oh my god. What?
I'm kidding.
Pretty sure you're also gonna say something. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life. Yay!
It's not really, would you rather?
Which I
Jeez.
rather, I know. But yeah, for me, like, I agree. Like, I've always thought, like, annoying people, in comparison, I just don't want to be around them. Imagine every day being so stressful just because, like, you're constantly surrounded by them and you have to talk to them every day. Yeah, no, I'd rather be alone and chill by myself, eating there alone with my lunch. But, you know, they might laugh at me, but at least I can talk to myself lah.
You're talking to yourself, you just make dolls for it. Like, it's just you.
Doll to
and it
himself.
I can just
Doll
talk
to
to
himself.
myself.
I can imagine he buys his own pillow, like custom pillow,
God.
and it's just his face.
And he's like, oh,
I hug it every night.
It does sound like something you would do though.
I would.
Is it my turn? Oh yeah.
it's yours.
Actually I would. Yeah, also be alone for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
We all have the same answers,
The other
Like you
option is
said.
just
Being surrounded by annoying people.
yeah.
Actually, how annoying is annoying?
it honestly to me it depends lah. To me, okay, I will only find someone annoying when they keep using, like they keep making jokes that are not funny. That's very annoying. They keep disturbing me for no
So
reason.
like me? Jokes that aren't funny?
Shut up.
No, not you, not you. Not
Thank
you.
you.
Where was I? Oh, when they like make fun of me, like
Oh.
because okay, for example, I like someone and then somebody just like disturb me for like 2 whole weeks. It's very annoying, you know. Yeah, that's annoying. 3, it's basically just I don't mind people like poking me, disturbing me like that, or like just verbally disturb me, but not like to the point where it becomes personal. When it comes to personal disturbance, that's where I'm like, you're annoying, I hate you, get out of my face.
How do you poke someone to make it personal?
No, like you know, like in personal situations, like like you like someone and then he just disturbs you for 2 weeks or like a month.
Also, you mean like if Asyraf likes you, like I'll just let them say.
Yeah, like you see her boyfriend walk up and
Yeah, like that. I'm like, yo, come on, calm down. I know he's right there. You don't have to do anything. I know he's right there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's annoying to me. Yeah.
I guess, like in that scenario, I would say be alone.
Yeah.
Being alone
Being
sounds bad,
alone
guys.
is the best. You
It's-
can.
It's not just about being free to do anything you want without being judged, but it's also like I think not all of us are extroverts. Some of us are not even introverts. We're just in the middle, and we just sometimes just want to be left alone. So please just leave us alone. Like you just want to be quiet. Like sometimes when I go to school, I just want to be alone.
Yeah, when
Listening
you're walking
music,
to school,
walking
right?
to school, If going to like the causeway point, like after class, that's fine. You know, going back home after class, that's fine because you're already, hyped up or you're already like woken up.
A whole day of social interaction, right?
Yeah, but in the morning you still haven't
Yeah,
woken up yet.
you're like
You're
waking
still
up.
like, I mean you have woken up, but
You just like you want your brains to start working
Yeah.
slowly first. Then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, it's time to interact.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's how our brains work sometimes.
Probably.
especially for people like us.
Damn it.
Meh?
It's, I mean, maybe not you lah, but sorry lah. For us, like you just want to be alone at first, and then slowly join the society. For lack of a better word, I would say that lah. But yeah, maybe that's why I'll just choose to be alone for the rest of my life. I mean, I am gonna be alone for the rest of my life.
No.
Don't worry, you have me.
Shut up. No,
Okay.
please, I'd rather die. Okay, next question. Would you rather have a horrible short-term memory memory loss? No. Would you rather have a horrible short-term memory or a horrible long-term memory?
Long.
Why? What? Why?
Horrible long-term memory.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much me right now.
Why?
No, not really. But like, I find it so hard for me to remember specific or like much of what happened in like even last year. Like I don't really remember much. I know I went to poly. That's about it. But like, can't remember specific events that much. And like,
It's a horrible long-term memory.
as long as I can remember like right now, I feel like that's what's important. You know, like
Even if it's horrible.
yeah, like
You don't know, the question is either would you rather have one horrible short-term memory? or one-
yeah. I would have horrible long-term memory.
Why? What?
So I don't remember things from the distant past or future. No, can't remember things from the future. I don't remember things from distant past, but I can remember things from like recently, like what I ate last night. You know, something like that. Like since I feel like what's happening now is more important than what's happening in the past. You can't keep dwelling on the past, guys. Something like that, you know.
I didn't get the rationality though. If you have like one long-term memory, doesn't mean you forget everything in the past. Is that what you're trying to say, or?
The way I see it, like, you know, the past memories aren't important, basically. So I don't really care.
Ouch.
Yeah, sorry.
I was the friends that you had back then.
Hey,
That's not
it's fine.
offended.
I'm a little.
Why is Syazwan offended?
You're
I'm
still,
I'm not talking about me, but his past friends.
well, you're still a friend. You are still a friend in the short term, right? So that's fine. But, you know, for my other
In the
friends,
short term,
I mean, for now lah, you're still my friend, right? If I had short-term memory loss, I'd be like, who are you? I don't know who you are.
well, life would be so much easier that way.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm joking. How about you, Mun?
I'm the kind of person who has short-term memory. To be very honest, I rather have the short-term memory because it's a part of me, and I don't want to have long-term memory. Like, I don't know. I tend to forget a lot of things that, like, even if it's important to me, right? I tend to forget them
What
easily.
exams? What?
Like,
I do
no,
too,
not
but-
exams lah. It's more of like the situation that I'm in. Like, for example, okay, I had a lot of fun with my friends. Then we were talking about like we had a really meaningful, eventful day. Then usually people like normal, okay, like some people they can remember that day, like what happened and all. Then they talk about it like 2 weeks later, and then for me sometimes I forget about it, and then they were like, oh, you remember doing this, and I'm like, what?
No.
I don't remember doing that. What's happening? Oh no. And then they get disappointed with it, which is somewhat my fault. But then at the same time, the reason, I don't know why I have this short-term memory that I just want to keep. I don't want to like I don't know.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm so confused with myself now. I don't know. I think short-term memory is better, to be very honest. Imagine like you have a horrible day, and then you just want to forget about it.
Okay.
So wait, do you prefer having horrible short-term memory or horrible long-term memory?
Yeah.
Now I'm confused.
The question is, would you rather have a horrible short-term memory, like a moment that you remember for a short period of time?
Yeah. Horrible short-term memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the whole time you're talking about something else.
No, I mean it's the same
Still
thing.
the
It's
same.
just the same thing.
That's
Yeah,
true,
it's the
that's
same thing. Yeah.
I would agree with you. I would say the same thing. I'm not like Asyraf. I'm not
Okay,
a sadistic son of a bitch. Let's say like you experience something like traumatic, would you rather have that linger on for like 5 years?
But if you have long-term memory loss, then you won't be able to remember that traumatic incident. Right?
Traumatic?
Oh, traumatic.
I mean, no, as in like, it's not short-term memory loss. I think the question is just saying if you rather have a short-term, like a horrible short-term memory, so like a traumatic experience and remember it for like short-term or long-term.
Oh,
I think that's what it meant.
I see.
So I guess we didn't answer the question. We didn't.
Kind of. But I think my answer will still be the same.
So what the hell are you doing, Munirah?
Ah.
Turn around for 1 second, just doing that shit.
Wow, what did I come back to?
So yeah, I'll rather be I'd rather have a horrible short-term memory. Last question before we move on to something else. Would you rather be poor but help people, or become incredibly rich but by hurting people?
By hurting
Yeah.
people?
So like you get rich by, like, let's say, I'm not saying this is bad, but slaves. Like,
Oh dear.
or like if my only way to do success is by hurting Asyraf, I would do it, like that kind of thing. Yeah. Or would you rather be poor, like let's say you got like $100 per month, but still help people? Asyraf.
I'd be rich and hurt people.
And not by hurting people.
By
and
hurting
He
people.
still wants to hurt people after getting
I want
rich.
both.
Oh my god, Asyraf.
Because like, okay, like, I'm a bit of a selfish person, and I would rather if I had to hurt people to like get rich, then
Why not,
I'll
right?
why not? I'll go ahead and do that, man.
I
Oh
think
my
it's your
God,
sheltered
you.
mindset.
Hey, if I'm rich,
You
I
do
can.
not have empathy. Oh my god,
Sorry.
you.
Hey, if I'm rich, I can give money to the people I hurt. You know, I can compensate them. Right? It makes sense.
So you accidentally punch the person. Oh, here's $10
Exactly.
for punching you.
And then they won't be hurt anymore. Money solves everything, guys.
Oh my god, Asyraf.
I don't
That's
know what
messed
to
up.
say.
Okay.
What about you, Mun?
I'd rather be poor and help people, because
Noble.
right now I don't care about being rich. Like, I just want to help people in any way that I can. Like, if it's my friend, or if it's my family, or if it's my partner. Yeah, I have this sense of like I rather help people than being rich. Yeah. So yeah.
Wow,
Very good.
pretty standard answer.
Yeah, altruistic, yeah.
We're just joking, Mohan. Don't be so angry at us. For me, I don't be poor, but in this case, you gotta be poor and
Aw.
help people. I mean, to be honest, if you go to like businesses, like legit offices, oh my god, Moon. Just enjoying yourself. Most people would rather be rich by hurting people. I mean, that's how
I work.
greed works, you know. But if the thing is, I grew up with that mentality of always try to help people, but then again, people look for help in MRT station. I walk past them, so I don't know. You know, tissue paper $1 only. I still no
Too
money.
expensive lah. You can
Too
get 10
expensive
cents
lah, yeah.
I mean, it's true. You probably get 10 cents out of like what, the Kofu
Yeah.
Yeah.
stall instead of $1 tissue. Why
The
would
point is
anyone?
the charity.
If it's actually 10 cents, that's like 90% markup for like
Yeah.
for that
Exactly.
auntie selling
Disabled.
tissue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't live off with 10 cents per tissue paper. So, I mean, Kofu has other drinks, right? Okay. Moving on.
True, that's true.
I can't say I would like to be poor but help people because I don't really help people that much. I do want to, but at the end of the day, I won't.
Easy lah.
It's
Too
like
much effort.
it's not too much effort. It's like I'm not that bastard. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
It's like kind of it's the natural thing. Like you feel bad, but you don't help.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah. I mean, unless of course someone like someone gets hurt or something, of course you help lah. But in some cases, you just like feel bad, but end up you don't help or do anything. Like, I guess the reason why I think of that because like, you know how on Facebook posts you have like, you got pictures of like disabled people, whatever, and then there's like $1 per share. You sure about that? You freaking sure about that? $1 per share. Where are you getting the money from, right? Imagine 1 billion people share that post. How the hell are they going to get $1 million? The
That's
government.
a lie.
I don't think so.
Government funded Facebook page. Ooh.
It's if only lah. It's just a way for people to get more likes.
Yeah,
and
more
shit.
attention.
And then if that kind of that sort of thing like makes me trust people less. So when you see people begging on the streets or whatever, you're like, are they really homeless?
Yeah,
I do
maybe-
feel skeptical like that.
Yeah,
Like-
okay, for those kind of people, my mom usually said that, you know, it's illegal to do it in Singapore because, like, you even if you want to beg for money, you need a license for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And to
she
get a
said
license,
that
you have
lah.
to pay, right?
Yeah, you have to pay to get a license, and then like, what's the point of
Yeah.
like yeah,
It's
and that's why they
ironic.
usually do it when there's like I remember like seeing those people like they're just in the not in the streets they're like at shopping malls, and then when there's like police officers they're not there, so I'm like
So they illegally begging for money.
so,
I
yeah,
can see
that's
that.
why my mom always says don't give them, because like in Singapore right, everyone here is living like really not well off, but like at least they have money to actually survive in Singapore. But it's to see people like that, it's really,
It's sad.
it's one, it's sad, but two, it's like you're in Singapore, like there's no like why
Yeah.
that kind, unless you're like you're old, you live alone, then I don't, even old living alone, right, they still can, they have like money to actually survive. And like I see all those,
But then again, like if you're old and like living alone, it's like hard to maintain yourself, especially when you have like the
Yeah.
CPF payouts. And if you guys don't know, the CPF payouts thing, it's a dumb thing. They you know how people like work and you got like 20% CPF deposited into your CPF. I mean 20% of your earnings deposited into your CPF and then you use that for housing, for your housing or whatever shit. And when you're like when you're old, you can get back that money incrementally. But then recently it's just being weird and not good for you've heard all this before, right?
Yeah, kind of like they don't want to give people their money, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we don't want to go into politics, but then I need to sit. This is just like a point
It's
that I
about
want to
our
say.
country, right?
Yeah. I think because of that, it's pretty much why you see old people like begging on the, not begging, sort of like selling tissue paper on the streets, or not really streets, but MRT stations or whatever. Maybe that's why. But then again, like we live in Singapore, we can't really give money away.
Yeah, there was this one time I was going home, and like this guy walked up to me and told me, my mom got cancer. Can you buy like 40 tissue paper from me? Like 40. I even if I buy one, I'll buy like one. He wants me to buy this whole collection of 40 tissue papers for like $40 out of a whim while I was walking home. Like, nah, I'll pass on that. I feel like it can be very sudden and like it seems like a scam to me, you know?
yeah,
like,
it's usually,
it just seems abrupt and like because of that I just don't
I don't
usually
know how many times I've been approached by a guy or woman asking for money, especially when walking in my family. This one time I was in Jurong East. We were just walking and then some guy came up to me. He was Islam, so he greeted me in Arabic.
Islam,
He greeted me so like, Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. I just ignored him.
isn't that Causeway Point?
I got
Because that happened to me like 2 or 3 times, even with
at Causeway Point,
even with
Mashita.
Oh, I see.
Zafan.
What do you do?
I forgot that I usually call him by another name, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we walked like at Causeway Point before. Like we were entering Causeway Point. And then suddenly that guy, he was like, Assalamualaikum. And then I said, Waalaikumsalam the first time. Then obviously I'm being respectful and all that, right? Then he was talking about all these things, and then Zafan was like, okay. And then he actually, I think he did give some money, at least like a bit. Then he came again. Like the second time we were at Causeway Point, we were entering again, he was there. And then he for me, because I experienced it alone personally. And when the day that he gave money, I'm like, yo, in my head I'm like, oh my god, don't, it's a scam. And then I think he did give. Then the second time we experienced it, that's like my 3rd time already. And for him it was his 2nd time. And then he said, he greeted again, and I greeted back, but I walked away. Yeah. Because I know what his intention is, and for Zafan himself, he's actually scared because of that guy. And then whenever he sees him around Causeway Point, he's like, okay, let's go the other way. Because he will approach us. But for me, sometimes I don't see him, so he just comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
Where did you come from?
Where did you come from? So I'm like, when he greets me, I greet back, but I walk away. Yeah.
At least you.
Waalaikumsalam, bye.
Yeah, but it's like a respectful way, because someone greets you.
Yeah, at least you
like
greet back. Yeah.
a religious way, then you should greet back at least, but you have to walk away, right? Because sometimes you're like late for class or something, and then you're like, okay, I need to go already. Then I'm like, okay, Waalaikumsalam, okay, go.
I didn't do that. I just walked away, because like it's very. I mean, all this thing is quite sketchy. At first you think like, oh, I feel so bad, you know. Maybe he's really like in need of money or whatever, so you give him money. And after a while, and the next minute you see he's buying cigarettes, and like, okay, you ask me for money for food, but you buying cigarettes, okay, fine. The next time I just don't do it lah, cause
it just ruins your trust on this guy.
Yeah.
That's all. It's just that.
Even when I get like door-to-door salesmen and women, I'm like,
hi,
nope, slam the door.
Okay.
Nope. Like, it's, I feel like it's more like they're troubling me than whatever they're trying to do. Recently, there's this one little girl that comes to sell keropok. It's a very little young girl. And, I'm just like, this is probably just a trick. They're using a little girl to make me feel guilty and be like, I have to give her money. I ain't fall for that. I realize my neighborhood has a lot of like these sketchy scams. Like even this old woman that will walk up to you and ask you for a time, and after she asks for a time, she'll ask you for money because she hungry. No, like, I ain't giving you my money. She does that every day to like a bunch of different people.
Really?
Yeah, like just random people that she sees in the street. It's like some people.
Oh, so you saw her before?
Yeah, my mother gets caught by her a lot. So like,
damn.
Yeah, like sketchy part of town. I live.
I like how you got from Would You Rather to this.
Yeah,
I
okay,
know, right?
Actually,
go back to our...
It's quite interesting. Actually, okay. Moving on from the game. Do you guys have anything else to say or about our season finale?
This is a weird and interesting episode.
It's a very very laid back episode.
We do what we want, basically.
It's how do you say this? It's very laid back, like you say. It's not, we're not doing any like big topics for the season finale because we don't need to be too heavy, and then next thing you don't hear from us for like 3 months. We just want to leave it like boop, like we just leave it light-hearted way lah. Don't want to it's like building suspense, but there's no result, you know. We don't want to do that. I know today is not much of a topic, but I hope you guys are still listening.
Yes. We just
But-
want to have fun.
Yeah, we're just talking, you know, having fun in today's episode. Of course, we keep getting sidetracked today.
Every time.
Yeah. Today especially, from would you rather to like
Yeah.
scammers, like shit.
I mean, it's
Scam
true.
artists.
Like,
Yeah, it happens like
yeah,
in
it
real life.
happens.
It's
Yeah.
a real thing.
So, do you have any last words?
I think the way I see this episode, like, it's not really an end for us. It's more of a new beginning.
It's the start of something
Yeah,
bigger,
it's the
right?
start of the House of One, and we can only go forward, lah. Basically. Honestly, I think this has been a really cool journey, and I'm quite hopeful for the future. I can't wait to see what happens, and we hope you will join us. So, what about you? Anything? Any comments about today's season finale?
This season finale,
Yeah.
just watch out for new things.
Yep.
A lot of things are coming in your way. Coming in your way? Coming your way? Coming your Norway?
What?
I don't know. Like, okay, the channel is gonna be filled with things, especially mine. It might not be just, okay, I'm gonna experience a whole ton of things there, so I might have off days, so I might go like places to visit, maybe, if I have enough money. If I don't have enough money, then I'll
Well.
probably stay home. Yeah, and probably just vlog every single thing I do. Not every single thing I do. I don't know if at work
Hi,
I
I'm
can.
cooking. Hi,
I am walking to work.
hi, I'm working. Stop recording. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so just anticipate for more content based things.
I guess last words for me would be like both of you said, there's gonna be more stuff on the channel, especially after this episode.
Yeah.
Do you know what the next thing gonna come up with?
How am I the only one not know this?
Moon's cover of Never Enough.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Together with our theme song. Nope, not that
No,
one.
okay,
not
oh,
that one. Jeez, not that
I was excited for it.
one. Okay, I'll let you guys do it. I'll let you guys do it.
House of One. House of One. House of One. House of One.
You guys happy now?
Yes,
Satisfied?
happy. It's funny to do this.
Fortunately, that's not our theme song.
No.
But we'll end off this episode with the official theme song of the House of One. And I guess before we end off, there's a lot of things that we have in plan. Like we said a lot of times in this episode. We got Moon's travel vlog. We got our show. We got Game Time, which is going to come out after this episode also. Well, not immediately after this episode, but in the same week. But yeah, I guess that's it. See ya. I hope you guys have a wonderful break.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still got videos to do. I hope you guys as viewers have a good break from the talk of the house.
Hope you enjoyed.
Don't worry, we'll make this more professional.
Yes.
And yeah. So yeah, bye.
Bye.
Every day I roam, every day I follow. You don't seem to care. Everyone I see and everyone who leaves, so I don't mean nothing. Oh yeah, it's colder. Yeah, I get smaller. You send on my stage to the one astray. So I'm so stunned. We'll just find our way back into the fray. Oh, have our fun. This is it. This is the control every time you stall. Oh, you're the one to talk everywhere